Let's okay, let's sit on a mat. Sit straight and try to relax yourself. Shoulder down. And let's take a deep breath with me. Breath in and out. Let's try another one. Breath in and out. Okay, now let's move our neck first. Let's turn our neck around slowly. One direction first. Slowly. Then let's do another direction, still slowly. Okay, I will do my last round. Okay, now let's move our shoulder. Turn a big round. Move our shoulder. Now I'm turning toward back now.
60, 15.
Okay.
60, 15.
Now let's change to another direction. Moving to the front.
No, what's 60 plus 15? Right, every 75.
Okay, good. Now let's do sitting straight. Don't forget, take your breath and let's move our shoulder this way. Make a very big round circle in front of you.
It is.
Yeah, slowly. I'm doing another direction. Okay, last one. Okay. Now take a deep breath. Let's still sitting straight. Now let's move our side to one side. I'm doing my right side first. Slowly down. Try your best. Stay here for a couple seconds.
50.
Now I'm slowly back. I'm doing another set. Slowly down. Try your best. But don't need to be too hard to yourself.
50 billion comments. That's not asteroid, that's comments.
Okay, now slowly back. Okay, now let's move our leg. Let's do a little butterfly position. Like we're sitting here, like this, feet to feet. Keep your body straight and move your leg. Sitting still very straight. And then you can try your best to move your body down. Feel the stretch of your leg.
Right, they have a tail. What is one famous comment?
And slowly back. And when you're ready, try it again.
How often does that tail comment?
Feel the stretch.
Yeah. How many comments are there?
Your up body is still straight. Okay, now I'm back. Let's do a little butterfly pose a little.
What are comets made of?
Okay, now we're done this and try to relax our leg. And we're going to lie down our mat a little. Let's adjust my camera a little this way. Good. Okay, good. Let's slowly lying down our mat. I will face up lying down. Slowly. When you're lying down and put your leg up, hold your two hands and try to let your knees to your chest. And then move our body left and right a little, try to relax. Or you can this way. Massage your spine a little. Yes, good. Let's put our leg down. Actually, no, we can still put our leg up like this. And then turn your face to one side and your leg to another. Try to twist your body. One side, then another. So when your leg at right, then you're facing at left. Follow your own pace. Slowly, I will do 5 more. Okay, good. Then when you're ready, we will stop here and we will change to like we're going to do a cat pose. So we will face this way down and on your mat. Yeah, put your body weight evenly on your hand and your knees. And then we're going to do a cat pose. Let's move your body up, do a big stretch. If you have a cat, you will see your cat sometimes just stretch like this. And then down. Follow your own pace.
John? Just one side over right there. Yeah.
Yeah, let's keep doing it slowly. I will do 3 more. One last one. Okay, good. Then back to the middle. When you're ready, let's back to a baby pose, relax. Relax your body, focus on your breath. And then when you're ready, let's slowly back to seat. Like to sit, still sit straight. Your body straight, but shoulder down. Now let's take a deep breath together. Breath in and out. One last one. Breath in and out. Okay, thank you everyone. Let's finish our warm up now and start our yoga today. Thank you, Lalit. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Mona. That was wonderful. I love your practice. It is so calm and it is so peaceful, So I hope that you are getting into the International Day of Yoga mood. So our next program, we are bringing a really, really good program for you today. So our next, in the event, the next step is that we are going to have Shannon Kingsbury. So before I call her, maybe what we can do is we can just gently close our eyes. If you're sitting, you can keep sitting. You can also lie down to hear the beautiful harp music. And she's very amazing, actually. So you can just gently close your eyes. And remember that expanding the chest at the sternum, so the parasympathetic nervous system starts taking place, the stimulation of that. Okay, and then just pay attention to your breath. So the idea here is that we are bringing our mind from outside to here, to what is happening currently. Okay, so aligning our body, our mind, our energies, all same alignment. So your chest is expanded at the sternum, your head and neck is aligned. Just doing that, just that little thing, okay? It changes so much beautifully things in you because everything is aligned. Your organs are happy, they are in their own space. Your breath is flowing beautifully. Just doing that, expanding your chest, and remember you are in Sukhasana, cross-legged pose. So Sukhasana means that happy pose or pose of ease. So don't call it, when you're in yoga class, don't call it cross-legged, call Sukhasana. I am in Sukhasana, I'm happy. So stay in that aligned pose. You can, as I say, keep your eyes closed. You can lie down, and now you can hear the beautiful music that we have. And I'm introducing you to Shannon Kingsbury. She is a singer, songwriter, harpist, and music educator based in Guelph. So she's our local person, beautiful person. Her musical works include 2 solo albums, film soundtracks, and recordings, producing, writing stage productions, and composing, directing for Undine Chorus. Kingsbury's vibrant live shows have been presented at theaters, festivals, and intimate venues across Ontario. And our website, if you want to go, is www and then shannonkingsbury.com. So Shannon, I request you to please take the stage.
Hello, everyone.
That was beautiful. Soul stirring, very yogic, very, very yogic. And I already got a feedback on that on our chat. So they love the harp, they love the playing of the harp. So we'll continue with the program. And remember that what we talked about, just a little bit of warm up in the morning, little bit, just closing your eyes and just keeping yourself in alignment. So today we are celebrating International Day of Yoga. It is a United Nations endorsed by 175 countries, So that is the universality of yoga. That is the appeal of yoga from individuality to universality. Okay. So I want you to think about that. What does it mean? So we'll continue with our program and we'll invite our next speaker here. So our next speaker is Indira Naidoo-Harris. Indira ji, I call them very affectionately. Uh, Indira ji is a trusted public leader, policymaker, journalist, and human rights advocate, and is currently serving as the Associate Vice President of Diversity and Human Rights at the University of Guelph. She's a former, maybe some of you don't know, she's a former member of provincial parliament for Halton and has held several cabinet posts, including Ontario's first ever Minister of Status of Women, Minister responsible for early years and childcare, Associate Minister of Finance, and Minister of Education. Before entering politics, Naidoo-Harris was an award-winning journalist. I know you from there. Beautiful, beautiful. In Canada and internationally with outlets including NBC, PBS, CBC, Omni, TVO, and CTV. And just this morning, I just happened to be on her Facebook, and I was delighted to see that she's meeting with Nelson Mandela's daughter. I think it was her daughter, Gandhi, Mahatma Gandhi's granddaughter. So beautiful, beautiful. So I will leave it for you, Indraji, and please. She's going to do our land acknowledgement. That is very, very important for us, always important for us. So she's going to do land acknowledgement. Please go ahead.
Oh, thank you, Lalit, for that lovely introduction. Always so good to see you and so good to see everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. Namaste. I'm so pleased to be here with you all today to celebrate International Yoga Day 2021. What a year it's been. Before we begin, as Lalit mentioned, I want to start by acknowledging the land, of course. And though we're all in different places right now, we all have a connection to U of G. And actually, I'm on campus today, so I feel very specially connected to Guelph. As you all know, Guelph is located on the treaty lands and territory of many Indigenous peoples dating back countless generations, including the Mississaugas of the Credit, the Haudenosaunee, and the Anishinaabe peoples. We recognize that this gathering place is home to many First Nations, Inuit, and Métis peoples, and acknowledging them reminds us of our collective responsibility to the land, where we learn, live, work, and play. Again, thank you, Lalit, for putting today's virtual event together and for building this amazing community right here on our campus, virtually right now, but at the U of G. I can't believe this is the second International Day of Yoga we've celebrated virtually. I cannot wait until next year. I have to say that, when I hope we can actually be in the same room together and practice together and really share the warmth and feeling of community that is such an important part of practicing yoga. I know the last 18 months have been challenging, as we've all had to adapt to a new virtual reality where everything from classes to birthdays to our yoga practices have to be online. Such a different way of doing things. But now, as we see the light at the end of the tunnel, it's important to remember that it's not what separates us, it's actually what binds us. having to go through all of this pulls us all together. And I think it's really helped many of us get back to the simpler things in life, our family, our friends, our communities, our virtual communities like this yoga community, and really think about our common humanity, how that we're all so connected in so many ways, and we're all experiencing some of the things that have been some really challenging times for all of us together. And we're there to support each other. And so the practice of yoga, a few minutes a day to find some peace, to bring some harmony, and to really cast a light and give us that strength that we all need to be able to continue and guide us and ground us and heal us. So important. Taking that moment to pause, reconnect, reflect, ground ourselves, and find some inner peace during this demanding and at times troubling times is really key to our mental wellness, our health, our happiness, connecting with our families and with our friends and our communities. No question, practicing yoga has a positive impact on our mental and physical health. I used to practice yoga with my grandfather when I was growing up as a child. He would actually make me say, I'm going to teach you, and here's what you do. And we used to start with simple breathing exercises and finding ways to really relax. And he would try to help me learn how to meditate and go through the basic things of yoga as a child. Later on in life, my dad picked it up and started making sure that I understood what yoga was about and what meditating is about. So I've learned over the years that being able to look inward, take stock of how you're feeling and really how you're doing is so important and vital to be able to give to others, including yourself. And it really helps during these stressful times. As you all know, yoga derives from Sanskrit and it means to join or to unite. How fitting is that? And during these times of uncertainty, it's so important to ensure that we are doing that. We're taking care of ourselves, our loved ones, and our bodies, really, because these are challenging times physically too. The inactivity, the stress of the day, so important. I think we're all going to come out of this really with a new look at how we want to approach the world and life. And that piece of yoga that is constant through all of this and keeps us connected is important. We're isolating, yes, but we're connecting through yoga and through this community. Physically distant, but really very close in terms of our inner selves and how we connect with each other during this moment in time through these exercises and this community that you all in Lalit have created. It's our relationships with each other that sustain us through this period of isolation. And so before I wrap up, I want to take a moment to congratulate all of you, the U of G Yoga and Meditation Collective, and all of your work. And you're launching a brand new website, which is just fantastic. I'm so excited about that. I understand the website provides a space for all of us to further our connection and the practice of yoga. I think it looks great. I've had a bit of a look at it and checked it out a little while ago. The website includes information, important stuff on programming, your live weekly yoga classes. There's a resource page, all of this, trying to really enrich the experience that we have together as we join together with yoga. And I understand there's also a page outlining the importance of equity, diversity, and inclusion. Those are the pieces that I work on, every day at the university. And I'm so pleased and honored that there are some references to that on the page. So thank you, Lalit. Thank you to all of you. I encourage you to check it out. And thank you so much for having me here today to celebrate wellness. I think we're all feeling a bit better these days as we see the solstice has passed and we're all getting ready to reconnect with each other, not just through yoga and online, but more so with each other, practicing safe practices and socially distancing, but still so important in our lives to be able to connect in a real way. And that's changing in a very positive way right now. So thank you again, and namaste to all of you, and thank you for having me here today.
Thank you, Indira ji. That was beautiful. I really don't need to say anything. She has said everything, And now I see, oh my goodness, I started yoga when I was 50, and she is doing, generational yoga, So that's the beauty of it, You start it, and then your next generation start, and then you keep doing it. So thank you very much, Indraji. We really, really appreciate that. There was some, it was hard for you today this morning because of you had some issues. So, but you still were able to make it. That's amazing. Thank you very, very much. And again, I welcome all of you. As I said, you can close your eyes and just soak it in everything. Just soak it in everything. So we'll
Thank you,
continue
Lalit.
our. Hello.
Oh, I just said thank you, Lalit. Very good to be here, and I wouldn't have missed it for the world.
I know. And she has been our, I don't know what to say, she's everything for us, that's how I feel, she's always there for us and we can count on her, as her first comment in her bio was trusted, she is very trusted. So that's very, very beautiful here. So we'll invite again Shannon again to play again the harp, welcome you. We are also welcoming Indraji, and now she's, I hope she stays, So Shannon, could you please take the stage? Thank you. Thank you very much. I really don't have any words to describe that. So I would urge you to keep your eyes closed for a moment and keep paying attention to your breath. Breath is the key in the yoga. So you can constrict your throat a little bit and pay attention to your breath. If you have been sitting, you can open your legs. You can sit in the chair, you can lie down, and you can practice with us. Thank you. So now we will bring Monique Vishrapper here. She doesn't need an introduction. She's an amazing yogi, you know. I really highly regard her. So let's bring Monique here. So Monique, please join us.
Hello, everybody, and namaste. I just want to make sure that you can hear me. If someone can give me a thumbs up, just let me know that you can hear me. Great, thank you, and welcome. So I invite you to stay wherever you are right now if you're focusing on your breath. We'll just take a few more minutes to deepen our breath, or maybe one more minute to deepen our breath before we get into some poses. So if you just want to keep your eyes closed, whether you're lying down or you're sitting, wherever you are, just bring your breath down into your abdomen, and then bring it into your upper abdomen and all the way up to your collarbone, very gradually, very slowly, very peacefully. So with each breath cycle, deepening your breath a little bit more with the inhalation and the exhalation. And if you have the Ujjayi breath in your practice, I invite you to incorporate that into your breath as well, by just gently closing your glottis to create that ocean sounding breath. And as you continue to deepen your breath, begin to soften and relax wherever you find tension in your body. And soften and relax wherever you're grasping to any kind of thoughts in your mind or sensations in your body that you may be focused on, and maybe just release a little bit with each breath. Deepening your breath with each inhalation and exhalation. So at this point, if you've been lying down, please come onto your side and then slowly bring yourself up into seated position. If you're in seated position, we'll just wait for others to get up, and we'll just keep deepening our breath. And if you can come into easy pose or half lotus pose or whatever pose is most comfortable for you, even if it's on a chair, the most important thing is that you're comfortable. And then we'll slowly begin to circle our head in conjunction with our breath. So we'll let the breath guide our movements as we inhale our head up one side of the circle and exhale down the other side. Really moving very slowly, still being very conscious and aware of that deep yogic breath. using the Ujjayi breath. It really helps you to control the length of your breath. And then turning in the opposite direction. It's your own time and your own pace. And my suggestions are always just a guideline. So I really hope that you listen very carefully to your own body and what your body needs today. And whatever limitations you might have that you need to respect. And once you've brought your head back to center, just dropping your left ear to your left shoulder. Take a deep inhalation. And then bring your chin to your left armpit, toward your left armpit. Take a nice deep breath into that stretch. Then circle your chin across your upper chest over to your other armpit. Take a nice deep breath into that, stretch along the side of your neck. Still focusing on deepening the breath. And then you can bring your right ear to your right shoulder. And again, bringing the breath into that stretch. Then bringing your head back to center. We'll just circle our entire torso around our hips now. And again, you're using your breath and really slowing down your movements to work with your breath. Allowing your breath to guide your movements and allowing your mind to focus on the sound of your breath. And when you're hovering over one knee, bring the opposite shoulder now in toward that knee. So you're feeling a nice stretch along the back side, side back. And then continuing your circle around. And as you come to the opposite knee, bringing the opposite shoulder to the opposite knee. And then circling in the opposite direction whenever you're ready in your own time, at your own pace. Nice deep long breaths as you come up the circle. Really nice deep long exhalations as you come down the circle. So really pressing navel in towards spine as you exhale all that still breath out from the bottom of your lungs. And in your own time, coming back to center, and then we'll bring ourselves onto our hands and knees. Stacking hands under shoulders, knees under hips. And we'll just give ourselves a few cat-cows to begin to warm up the spinal column. Inhaling as your crown and tailbone come up toward the sky, dropping your belly toward the floor. And then exhaling as you come in the opposite direction, really pressing navel in toward spine here. Dropping your crown and your tailbone to the earth. And then at your own pace, coming back up again, deep inhalations. Then we're going to bring our hands, once you're back in neutral spine, we're going to bring our hands to the front of the mat and press up into downward facing dog. If you're on a chair, you can always press your hands against a wall and lean in toward the wall to give yourself a nice stretch through the arms and back here. If you're on the mat, you can paddle at your feet, 1 foot at a time, stretching up into the backs of your toes. As you drop one heel and then the other, you feel the nice stretch along your hamstrings. Deep, long breaths. Spreading out those fingers nice and wide, drawing the energy through your hands, up your arms, sliding shoulder blades down your back, lifting your tailbone up to the sky. Lift your heels up for a moment. Then press hips toward the back wall, dropping your heels in toward the floor. Deep breath. And then release and begin to walk your feet in towards your hands, bringing you to the front of your mat. And find yourself in a forward fold here, dropping your head. You can be in a ragdoll with your knees bent if that feels good. Or if you want to have a nice stretch for your hamstrings, you can straighten out your legs if that's accessible to you. Then bend your knees and just begin to stack one vertebra on top of the other as we come very gradually and slowly into our standing position, Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, arms up, reach for the sky, press feet into the earth, really grounding yourself there. And exhale, bringing your hands into prayer at your heart. Take a nice deep inhalation and release your hands to your sides. And let's make sure that our feet are nice and grounded here. Maybe lifting up all your toes, spreading them out a little bit, and then releasing them back to the floor. Really rooting into the earth. Extending long through the spine, dropping your shoulders away from your ears. And just notice how it feels now to be in this mountain pose. Nice long deep breaths. So now we're going to bring our hands back into prayer, and we're going to do a salutation to the sun, Surya Namaskar, in honor of the summer solstice. So the beauty about the salutation to the sun is if you can try to keep an intention of gratitude for the energy and the life that the sun brings to all of us and to everything around us. So if you can try to keep that in your heart during the practice, that would be wonderful. The salutation to the sun is a wonderful way to energize your Manipura chakra, which is your solar plexus. And this is a part of your body, a part of your energy center where you really generate a strength of spirit, a strength of character, physical strength as well, and a confidence and a connection to the sun and all that is alive, feeling that oneness. So keeping that in mind, let us focus on our salutation to the sun. So we're standing in a mountain pose, hands are at the heart. We're going to inhale up, press feet into the earth, reaching as high as you can, perhaps a little back bend here. Deep inhalation, exhale, hinge at the hips, flat back, coming down into a forward fold. Drop your hand, release towards your knees. On the exhale, inhale halfway up into a neutral spine and exhale back down. And we're going to bring the right foot behind us into a low lunge, dropping the back knee onto the earth, flattening out the back of your foot, the upper, flattening out the top of your foot on the mat. Take a deep breath here. Now bring the left foot to meet the right foot into a plank pose. If a plank pose is not accessible to you, you can go into a child's pose here if that feels good to you, or cat-cow. Then drop your knees, flatten out the tops of your feet again, and come down towards your chest, chin, forehead, and then bringing the hips down, lift head, shoulders, Tucking elbows into your sides, up into a small baby cobra. Deep inhalation here. Exhale back down. Press back up into downward facing dog. Take a nice breath here. Giving yourself a nice stretch in downward facing dog. Then we're going to take the right foot and either walk it or swing it back toward the front of your mat, back into a lunge on the other side, flattening out that back foot into a low lunge here. Thinking about the energy of the sun and our connection with it through our solar plexus, just below the rib cage. Breathe into that spot. Feel the color and the energy, the vibrational energy of the sun there. And then bring the left foot to meet the right foot. Exhale into a forward fold. Inhale, part way up into neutral spine. Exhale back down. And then we'll hinge at the hips, flat back, inhaling all the way up. Reaching for the sky, pressing feet into the earth, feeling grounded into the earth and connected to the entire universe all at once. Deep breath, exhale, bring your hands down to your heart. Take a deep, long Ujjayi breath here. You can release your hands to your sides and just feel the energy flowing through your body. Feeling the energy in the solar plexus. And now we're going to take the other side. So bring your hands back to your heart in prayer. Inhale, arms up, reaching for the sky, reaching as high as you can, grounding into the earth, little back bend. Exhale, hinging at the hips. Into a forward fold, maybe a little deeper than the last time. Inhaling part way up. And exhaling back down. So now we're stretching out the opposite foot into a low lunge, dropping knee to floor, flattening out the top of your back foot in your low lunge. Take a deep inhalation here. And then bring your right foot in to meet your back foot into either a plank, child's pose, or whatever works for you here. Engage the abdominal area here, your core muscles, lifting up your pelvic floor. Then bring down your knees to the mat, flatten out the tops of your feet, bring chest, chin, forehead toward the earth. Bring your hips down, inhale, shoulders come up into a cobra, maybe a little bit higher this time. Elbows are tucked in towards your sides here. Exhale back down. Now pressing up into downward facing dog again. Maybe paddling out your feet here if that feels good. And then bringing that the left foot toward the front, either by lifting it and swinging it forward or walking it forward back into a lunge. Now with the right leg in behind into a low lunge here. Deep, long breath. Curling under those back toes, lifting the knee up and pressing to bring that right foot to meet the left. Into a forward fold again here. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, back down. And then we'll hinge at the hips with a neutral spine, inhaling all the way up. Gathering energy with your hands, reaching as high as you can, lengthening that spine, grounding into the earth. And then bring your hands slowly to your heart. Take a nice long deep breath here. Release your hands to your sides. And feel what there is to feel. Then just spread your feet a little bit apart, about a foot apart. And we'll just lift up the right arm, lifting it up to the sky, really lengthening across the side body, and then slide your left arm down the side of your leg. You can look up to the ceiling here. And exhale. Now let's take the other side, inhaling, left arm up, reaching as high as you can, sliding the right arm down as you bring that arm over your ear, pressing the left foot into the mat to create even a deeper stretch here. And release. And then just roll out your shoulders. And then very slowly coming down into a squat. And bring your hands at your heart if that feels good. Or if you need to hold on to the floor, that's okay too. And then very gradually bring yourself down into seated position. We'll just bring our left arm to our right knee, lengthen your spine, and then look over your right shoulder into a gentle twist. Release, coming back to center and bringing the right hand to the left knee, lengthening that spine before twisting to the other side, looking over your left shoulder. Nice deep breaths. Release and come back to center. And then you can bring yourself right down onto the mat into corpse pose. Lying on your back, bringing us into relaxation, Shavasana. So you can lie on your back, adjust your body however you need to feel comfortable in your relaxation. Sliding your shoulders away from your ears. Allowing your arms to fall away from your body, your palms facing upward to allow the flow of energy to move freely through your body. Allowing your knees and your feet, your legs to fall away from each other so that there's no holding in your hips. And completely surrender. Just take a few deep, long yogic breaths before bringing your breath into its natural rhythm. And just let go into the earth. Allow your body to dissolve into the earth. And bringing your attention to that flow of energy through your body. Feeling the vibrancy. Of the energy that flows through you, the vital life force. So I'm going to share with you, just for this special event, a mantra that is very common and has been used for thousands of years in the yogic practice. It's called the Gayatri mantra. And I love to share this mantra during the solstice, because it's really about the light of the sun, how the energy of the sun gives us, illuminates our lives in so many ways, physically, mentally, and spiritually. So this mantra is about meditating on that energy from the sun and the benefits that it brings us. So a mantra, I just wanted to read a brief quote to let you know a little bit about what a mantra is. And this is a quote from Sri Satya Sai. And he says, a mantra is not a mere collection of words. It is a compounded set of words pregnant with enormous significance. It emanates from the inner power of man. Filled with such power, the mantra, when it is pronounced properly, brings out the divine power in man and woman. The vibrations produced by the utterance of the mantra, uniting with the cosmic nada or the primal sound in the universe, become one with the universal consciousness. So it's really about opening up some vibrations in our bodies, our minds, our spirits that vibrate with the universe around us in a way that we can become one with it. So you can just keep your eyes closed and try to stay in that meditative space. And maybe you can focus on that energy of the sun. You can focus on your solar plexus and the energy that flows there and your connection to the sun, while I share this mantra with you. I'm just going to start with a couple of ohms. Feel free to join me with the ohms if you wish. Om Bhur Bhuva Suvah Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Moments of silence, just to continue this meditative quality in our minds right now.
Keep your eyes closed. Shavasana. I'm not the body. I'm not the mind. I'm not the body. I am not the mind. Shavasana is conscious relaxation, letting the body, letting the mind go. These are the only two things that gets tired. And we have something beyond that, the pure awareness that never tires. Let the body go. Let the mind go. The body and the mind derives their energy from this pure awareness. Feel it. Let it go. Now we will come back to our body and our mind. So bring your consciousness back to your body and the mind. Feel your toes, feel your fingers, feel your body again. And now you can bend your knees and then roll to one side, making a pillow of your arms in Dridasana or the fetus pose. Very symbolic, from corpse pose to fetus pose. And when you are ready, use both of your hands, your arms, and then back into Sukhasana. Remember, not cross-legged, Sukhasana, bringing your head in the last. Keep your eyes closed and just absorb everything from the warm-ups all the way to here. And we hope that you stay until 1:15. Our program goes until 1:15. So keep your eyes closed. And we are going to introduce to our newest volunteer, and she's amazing. So I will ask her to share the stage here. And before she does that, I'm going to introduce her. Raj, I think you know her. She used to work at the university. Raj Patara is a classical yoga teacher and found practicing both yoga and meditation has helped her in many aspects of her life and environment. Thus, she wants to share with others. This is what she wants to share with others. Also, she's presently taking her meditation certificate course, so she has not stopped. She is keep going, you know. The other things that beautiful thing that she's shared with us is that she has written a beautiful book about her grandson, and she promised that she's going to send one to me, and then I'll share with you if it's okay with her. So Raji, please enlighten us. Thank you. Raji, are you there? Hello, can you turn your mic on, please? Your mic
Yes,
is
sorry.
muted.
I've been
Thanks.
talking to myself.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you so much, Monique. Thank you, Lalitji. That was amazing.
I'll do that.
We will be practicing meditation for the next 15 minutes. And meditation there's no right or wrong with meditation, right? You have sitting in a comfortable position that's comfortable for you, whether you're sitting on a chair or on the floor, being mindful that this is your meditation time and you have to be comfortable with yourself. So before we get started, we will do a few gentle stretches. So we'll start off first closing our eyes tightly and then opening them up widely. Closing them up, closing as tight as they can, and then opening them up. Once more, closing them tight as you can and opening them up. Then keeping your head straight without moving your head, let's move our eyes to one side, say your right side, and then to the left. Once again, we will do one more time. And then bring your head to the center. I would invite you to turn your head to the right, looking towards your right, feeling the gentle stretch in your neck. And if you pull that opposite shoulder slightly back, you will feel a bit more gentle stretch, a bit more intense perhaps, but very, very nice. Keeping your chin tucked in, we want to protect our neck all the time. One more breath in and out. Then gently come into the center and turn into your opposite side. Breathing, always remembering to breathe. Breathing through those sticky points. Let's do one more on each side. Gently. Breathing in. Then breathing out. Coming to center. On the other side this time. Coming back to center, I invite you to shrug your shoulders up high and then rolling them back down into the shoulder girdle. Feeling the beautiful stretch across your shoulder, across your chest, across your heart, opening up the chest, opening up your heart, opening yourself up to the universe, and breathing. I invite you at this time to close your eyes, relax, sitting in a position that's comfortable for you, Sukhasana, ensuring that the sit bones are grounded, rooted into the earth, back is straight, shoulders, neck is in a line with the head. The back should be straight, but not rigid, not stiff. Facial expressions, facial features are relaxed. Checking with your chin, if it's sticking out, I invite you to tuck it in ever so slightly, very gently, and you will feel the gentle stretch at the back of your neck, giving you length in the neck, giving you space in the neck. Being mindful of our breath all the time. Hands can be where you wish, clasped in front of you or on your knees. Always make you have the options that's comfortable and easy for you. There shouldn't be any pain in this. Just perhaps a slight discomfort oftentimes when we are sitting down in stillness, but that too passes away as we keep breathing. Breathing in through the nostrils, feel the breath going in, down your throat, to your chest, to your stomach. Noticing that it might stop somewhere. Not necessarily it will go to the stomach, it might stop at the chest or the throat. Watching your tummy as it extends and contracts. Notice the breath coming out as you exhale. Feel it rising up, traveling all the way back through your chest, your throat, back through out of your nostrils. Noticing how the breath is at this time. Is it shallow? Is it short? Is it long? Or is it rapid? There's no judgment in this, just noticing and observing. Any thoughts, images that may come to the forefront, just noticing them, observing them. Perhaps, if you wish, acknowledging them, thanking them, but being mindful that we do not engage with them. We simply watch and let them pass on. Any feelings, sensations that may arise, simply watching them, but not engaging with them. As long as there's no pain, only if there's discomfort, just watching that too shall pass away. Always being mindful that we don't suppress anything that our body is trying to expel, any feelings, any sensations that rise up. And oftentimes they do, after we finish our practice, because our mind, our body is adjusting, is clearing the toxins out of the body. So it's okay if you need to cry, you need to laugh, or you don't, you just don't feel right. There's no judgment in this. Simply your body is working. Things are shifting. Continue with the breath, breathing in and out. This simple breath, noticing if your shoulders are coming forward, or your head is leaning forward, just to come up back again. One straight line from the back of the head to the back of your back of the hips. Always keeping in mind there's no judgment, there's no competition, only gratitude and forgiveness and love and compassion. Notice how your breath feels from when we first started to now. Is it more at ease? Is the flow easy, smooth, going downwards, coming back up again? Noticing the extension of your stomach and the contraction, perhaps of your chest. Simply breathing in and out. Be mindful of the thoughts. They will come, sensations will arise, but we just observe them and let them pass on. Breathing. Then slowly, only when you're ready, I invite you to move your hands and feet, opening your eyes, only when you're ready to do so. Before we close off our practice today, I would like to invite you to chant a hum. Hum is only, it's not religious, it's only the sound of the hum. When we do the hum, keeping the M longer, we feel the vibrations through our heart, through our chest, perhaps even our ears. It's a way of our body is opening up. We are coming in tune with ourselves. So when you're ready, or you may want to chant a word or an affirmation that's preference to you. So I will do the hum, breathing in. Hum. 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 Keeping your eyes closed. Feel the sensation. Enjoy this moment of bliss, fulfillment. Thanking the universe, thanking Mother Earth, thanking ourselves. And I thank you all for allowing me to be a part of your practice on this amazing, beautiful day. The divinity in me honors the divinity in you. Namaste. Thank you.
Namaste to everybody. Namaste to everyone. Thank you, as Rajji said, thank you for being part of our practice. It is important to us, and we hope that it is important to you too. And today is the celebration. Every day is celebration, but today is very special. Today is International Day of Yoga, where we move from individuality to universality. We see the whole big picture. So that's the idea. So I'm going to close this session now. We have been from here 11:45, and you have been with us. That's a wonderful, wonderful acknowledgement to us that we can practice together. And I also want to thank again Monique and Raj. That has been amazing, amazing sharing of your practice. And before you go away, before you keep go to do your own things here, just remember that University of Guelph's Yoga and Meditation Collective website is going to be available within 1 hour to all of you. So you go and check it out and ask us, any question that you have, share with us what you want to share. We are open to everybody that we are open to. And definitely our thanks goes to Shannon again, Indira-ji, Mona. Thank you to everybody. So within 1 hour, go to the University of Guelph web Yoga and Meditation Collective and then check that out. Thank you very much. Enjoy International Day of Yoga and enjoy every day, every moment. Be in the meditative state. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Lalit. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Namaste.
Namaste, namaste, everybody.
Thanks, Lalit. It was beautiful.
Greta, Deb, Rajinder Ji, good to see you. Sheila, Ravi, Dimitra, Veena Ji. Hi. Good to see you.
I fell asleep.
Power.
Thank you. Nice to see you.
Very nice to see you. Thank you very much, Raji. That was amazing. Monique, yeah, wonderful, wonderful. Sheila, how are you? Thank you. Namaste. We are going to share our tomorrow's World Unity Week in the email, so everybody knows what we are doing. Okay?
Namaste. Thank you.
Thank you. Namaste.